Now, this question came from the credit chat that I really wanted to ask you because I thought this was interesting, which is how can a credit history impact the ability to build wealth? And what steps that individuals can take to improve their financial standing?
Yeah. So we, sorry. So anytime we talk about credit, we always emphasize the fact that credit is a financial tool. And what your credit history does is your credit history, if managed well, when you go to apply for loans in the future, your credit history is what that lender is going to use to determine the interest rate that you're going to qualify for, right? It's not going to be the sole factor in determining if you get approved for a loan. A lot of times, again, they'll take into account your savings, your income, your job, how long you've been at your job, your stability, things like that. So those are things that they'll factor in. But your credit history specifically will impact the interest with which you'll qualify for a loan, right? The better your credit score, the lower the interest rate. The lower the interest rate, the more you're going to save over the life of your loan. So when you have a goal in mind, like purchasing a home, the better your credit history and your credit score, the better that interest rate is going to be. That's going to help you to qualify. That's going to help you to save money. It could that interest rate could be the difference of thousands to tens of thousands of dollars on a loan, maybe even 100,000. But that's why we always say before you're going to make a major purchase, check your credit report 3 to 6 months in advance to determine if there's anything that you need to change. If there's something that looks off on your credit report, you have that time to bring your debt down. That's one of the quickest ways that you're going to impact your credit score. So, okay, I want to apply for a home. I need to reduce my debt. Let me, take the steps to do that. So that way you can qualify for the best possible interest rates. That's why we say it does matter when you're trying to build. We know that homeownership is one of the best ways to build in the United States. You have that home, you have that equity. So the better you manage your credit, then the better you're going to be able to get that process.
Thank you so much for that info.